EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the New York Giants. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans.
Come on, set. 60 or. Watch
the back. 36.
Watch the safety crease.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing Jones. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Tighten up. Shit. Slam.
Hey, lock it.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The first carry now, this is Alvin Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
It was P.J. Williams that time on the tackle. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They go play action here on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Now Jones. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
On 2nd and 12, Breeze out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. It's a 5-yard pickup that time on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter.
Let's get off the field, D.
From the 41, Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 29-yard line. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And some room to maneuver. And he's taken down inside the 30. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Jones on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Come on, set.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. He's got his man. This is Tate. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, 22. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. On the draw, this is Barkley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Back to throw. Jones. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. A hat tip to P.J. Williams there defensively, making sure that one didn't find its target. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey,
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Alec Ogletree.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A first down carry for Barkley. Tackled there by Alex Anzalone. To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And Rosas puts this one through. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
95-56, 95-56.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On 2nd and 12, Breeze. And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice two-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
From the 24, Jones. That's into the hands of the tight end, Ellison. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Go! Rush it! Hey, Sam on! He's crossing. He's checking crack. Hey, watch it. Let's go.
Saquon Barkley running right. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Check. Look, squeeze. Get it.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check Mike 54. Line 54. I smell fear now. You draw closer.
On 2nd and 1, Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Saquon Barkley. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw. Jones. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. 8 yards on the touchdown pass, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Look at the throw. Jones. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
A throw over the middle, taken in. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. A 10th carry for Kamara. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15... the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Check 13. Check 13.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
He'll look to throw, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Jones now just 6 of 16 through the air, but he does have a 1st and 10 here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. The toss out to Barkley. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as he'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ready?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Back, take both of them.
First carry for James Conner. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, it's Conner. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Right back to Conner here on 1st. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. From just shy of midfield, Roethlisberger. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
53, Mike. Go. 53 to Mike.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Blue down.
They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. But it's brought in by Washington. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory right at the 40.
Be ready. Mike, 53. 53, Mike. I'm coming.
Alert.
I'm coming.
Ben to throw again. Washington's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 2nd down, it's Conner, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down.
61, matchbox lights.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It could change momentum in a big way.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, 89 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And it's hauled in by Nick Vanette. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jack 16. You must be getting tired of seeing me. 7-7. 53.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Got an open man, it's Washington. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mahomes going deep here for Watkins. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do.
Look at the big man rumble. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Middle.
On 1st and 10 is Counter. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Right now, black 20, one day. You must be dreaming. 22, 44. 53 smart. No spacing. 53 smart. Too little, got pack. Let's go, let's go. Hey, my 7. Black,
on 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger complete to Washington. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. You good? Tight dog.
They'll run here with Connor. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
50. Alpha.
Now Roethlisberger. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They begin the drive with Williams. And some room to work. And a cut to the right and some open field here. 30. Past the 20. 10. 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Butker now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Oh, and I think they got it. Yes, the Steelers have it.
That's it! 180! Alert! 53! 44!
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to wind up and air that. And this is taken in at the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big pickup of 38. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it. This is counter. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
53 to Mike. 53.
2nd down and goal. Roethlisberger. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Zach Gentry there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Watch the eye. Check 52. Check.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down, Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
At the Steelers' 35-yard line.
They run it again with Williams. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's another Kansas City
Check 55. Mike. Let's go, D.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Mahomes now on first down, going for it all. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 26 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Roethlisberger will throw. Johnson's got it complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play.
Let's go, let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough.
53.
No spacing.
Mike, get ready, get ready.
Hey.
53 to Mike, 53, check 53. Go out, come on, D.
Alert, alert.
53 is Mike, check 53 is Mike. Watch the curve, watch the curve.
Hey, zoom.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. James Washington there to make the grab, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. On play action, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road? And everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they hit the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
This will be caught at about the 6. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter.
Middle. Motion. Let's go. Hey, we got
Roethlisberger to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And the failure to convert and tie the game, now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Now Mahomes gets this one to Hill. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 33 yards that time. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Williams will try again. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw, Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. Switch.
Connor going to try and run it. And he is into the end zone as that pushes the lead up to 6. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. To throw is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Mahomes to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
43!
Back to throw. Steps away. He is going to find Hill here. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. That one good for 24 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Complete. The tight end Kelsey. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Hey, yellow! I'm going!
Watch the run.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes forced out to his left. And it's caught. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Well, Charles, excited.